In this model of an animal cell, there are different organelles. Organelles are little itty-bitty organs that do the jobs that the cell needs. One such organelle is the mitochondria. We often sing it and say, the mighty mitochondria. Why do we call it mighty? Because the mitochondria does a very special job for the cell. It provides the energy. Many people think of it as the power plant, the factory that makes all the energy for the cell. If you saw, there were those mazes. That is the final step for our food and our oxygen to finally be burned and get energy for our cells. There's also tiny little bits of DNA, those instructions that are inside the nucleus. The mitochondria is so important for our cells that it has its own instructions that it keeps inside of it to make these energy packages for our cells. Animal cells are not the only ones to have mitochondria. Plant cells also have mitochondria. Both have a whole lot of them. So we here see some mitochondria represented here. We should see hundreds of them. Now, many of you have heard that plants make their own food. They do. They make their own sugar, but then they need to digest it just like an animal cell does. So they do need a kind of powerhouse stomach, let's say, to get that energy out. So mitochondria are those powerhouses, are mighty mitochondria. Those mitochondria being our power plants for both animals and plant cells. Again, we have hundreds of them all over the cell to get the whole cell its energy, as well as they have these bean-like mazes so that we can digest finally the food with our oxygen.